Hello, my name is Edgar. Core by Premier Software has the ability to set up treatment rooms for your spa. This is important when you need specific rooms for treatments such as massages. Therefore, today I will show you how to set these up using Core. First, log into Manager and Configuration if you are based at a single site business, or Administrator if you are based across multiple sites. Under the Appointments section, click the Rooms icon. This will open a new window. You can then click the green plus to start creating a new room. Select the site on the right that you would like to set up the room for. Next, in the name field, enter the name you would like to call your new room. For example, you may want this as Massage Room or simply Room 1 or Room A. Next, if you have any waiting area set up, you can then assign one to the room using the Waiting Area drop-down menu. If the room is part of a twin room, you can select the room is part of a twin room tick box and then select another room using the Linked To drop-down menu. This is important if the room has an entryway to another room built in. If this is a twin room, you can then select if the room can be booked separately to its linked room. Next, you can select when the room will first be available from. Click the Available From drop-down menu arrow to then select the first date the room will be available from, such as when it first becomes available for booking. You can also select when it will be available to if you plan to close this room for booking permanently, but we generally advise to leave this area blank. When you are ready, click the green tick to complete the initial setup of the room. Next, you can assign treatments that will be available to book in the room. Click the Appointment Codes tab to do this. Make sure your room is highlighted in the bottom description box. In the appointment allocation box, locate the treatment codes and treatments you wish to assign. Click the first applicable appointment and then click the single right arrow to allocate it. You can continue doing this for as many applicable treatments as needed. Next, click the Fixed Equipment tab. Here you will be able to assign specific equipment to the room. For example, you can place hot stones to the room so that these will be available for hot stone related treatments. Click to highlight the equipment and then click the single right arrow to allocate it. Finally, click the Rota tab to create a rota for when the room will be available to book. Click the green plus and you'll be taken to a scheduler for the room. On the right, you can select what week this rota setup will be for. For example, if you're looking to have this rota span across 2 weeks, you can select week 1 to first set up the opening details for the first week, or week 2 for the second week. This will show as week 1 by default. You can then use the Start Day drop-down menu to select the first day of the week the room is open from, such as Monday. In the Start Date section, use the drop-down arrow to then select the date the rota will start from for the room. You can also select an end date, although we advise to keep this blank. The rota length will be how long the rota will be for, such as 1 week. If you want the room rota to be across multiple weeks before starting over, select 2 weeks or more. If you do this, then the next step will apply to the first week of this rota, and you will need to set some details for the second week after too. Next, you can set what days and times the room will be available from. You can do this in one of 2 ways. The first method is using the appointment code blocks on the right. Click to highlight none and then click the areas on the calendar to the left, blocking out the days and times accordingly. The second method is using the dates at the top of the screen. In the Monday row, click the edit button and you'll be able to input a start and finish time the room is available for. Keep doing this for every day you wish for the room to be available. Once you have set all the details, click the green tick. You can then edit the room rota whenever you need from the Rota tab. Click the back arrow to save any changes. The room will now be available for booking in your diary when you next log in to reception. If you have yet to experience Core by Premier Software, why not book a free presentation using the link in our video description. In the meantime, you can find out more when you visit our website at www.premier-core.com, telephone our sales team on +44 01543 466 580, or email us at sales@premiersoftware.co.uk. Why not subscribe to us on YouTube for weekly videos on how to use Core and click the notification bell to receive updates as soon as they become available. You can also follow us on Twitter at Core by Premier and LinkedIn at Premier Software Solutions for regular content. Take care and thank you for watching.